I'm Adam Asmus with the Rotochopper Customer Support Team. In this video, we will show you how to change screens in a Rotochopper MC-266 horizontal grinder using our patented screen installation system. The right screen is critical for producing the particle size and texture you need, and the ability to install screens quickly is critical for maintaining the uptime and productivity you need. We will show you how to change screens without any specialized tools, overhead lifting equipment, or any fasteners. Since you will need to access the inside of your grinder, make sure that all the necessary power sources are isolated. Always refer to your operator's manual for complete safety instructions. We're going to start this demonstration with the safety measures already in place. We've raised the power feed roller and set the power feed arm stop, which will allow us to inspect the screen placement after installing the screen. Now we've got the maintenance mode pump running and all other power sources disabled. This will allow us to change screens safely and conveniently. And now we'll open up the doors to the grinding chamber. Lower the rear cradle leg if necessary. And clean any mulch out or debris from underneath the screen so you can roll it back easily. Make sure to get both sides. Now we can lower the screen and pull it back. Now when pulling the lever for the bottom cam arm, it will release the tension on the cylinder locks so you can remove them. Then do the top cylinder. It will take the tension off the locks so you can remove those also. Record the placement of the cylinder locks. That way they can be put back in proper positions. Then remove your cylinder locks. Lower the bottom screen arm. Pivot the top screen arm away from the rotor, which will allow the screen cradle to drop down onto the cradle legs. Stay clear of the screen arms and cradle until the cradle is fully resting on the cradle rails. Now remove the cradle pins from the top screen arms. Make sure the top and bottom screen arms are fully rotated away from the cradle. Install a screen track. Then install the screen hoist. Now we're going to want to attach the lifting chain to the screen. You're going to want to make sure you're centered from side to side and as best as possible top to bottom. Double check to make sure the screen and the chain hoist is properly secure. Then lift the screen out. Now you can lower it to the ground. Make sure to keep your hands and feet out of pinch points. Once the screen is removed, begin a thorough inspection of the grinding chamber. Make sure to remove any debris on the screen rails so the new screen can be installed easily. Attach the chain hoist to the new screen. Be sure to center the chain from side to side. Once the chain is attached, make sure it is secure before you lift. Then lift the screen while making sure to keep your hands and feet clear of pinch points. Some screens are installed with baffles. Make sure they are going the correct direction for your application. Once the screen is high enough to clear the cradle, then you can roll it into the grinding chamber. Once it is over the cradle, now you can lower it. If necessary, you can use a pry bar to guide the screen into its final position. Make sure to keep your hands clear. Remove the chain and the screen changing equipment and return to its storage location. Roll the screen and cradle into position behind the rotor. Rotate the top screen arm towards the rotor until the cradle begins moving towards the rotor. Now that the top screen arm is against the cradle, you can install the pins. Continue to move the screen into place, alternating between the top and bottom screen arms. Check the clearance between the teeth and the screen. Typically, the clearance should be about 3/8 to 3/4 of an inch gap. Inspect the leading edge of the screen. Make sure it is properly seated against a slab ramp. In this case, we are using slab ramp blocks. That's why it is raised. Once the screen is firmly seated against the screen stops, you can install the cylinder locks and tighten the jam nut. After you have verified that the screen is properly installed, follow all safety instructions for returning the grinder to operating condition. Then you are ready to grind. And remember, a well-maintained machine is safer and more profitable. Thank you for choosing Rotochopper for your grinding solutions.